What's good, everybody? Remember 17, and today we're going to be showcasing the man taking on Jailton Almeida, who, by the way, needs to get added to UFC 5. We're going to be using Derrick Lewis. Now, Derrick Lewis has been a staple in this division for quite some time. UFC 3, he even got his own custom, always looking like he's gassed, idle animation, which is hilarious. Has some pretty good quality perks. Recharger allows him to recover more health between rounds, so it's a +3, I believe, to the recovery stat. Carved of Wood gives him +3 to wherever he has less health than to his opponent. Fast Hands gives him +4 to his hooks, uppercuts, and overhands, to the accuracy and the speed. To your feet basically gives him a +5 to his takedown defense. And Wake Up Call is another +3 to his recovery. So Derrick Lewis has 100 punching power. Everything else isn't exactly the best, but having good accuracy helps with the hooks and uppercuts and overhands, and the punch speed as well. So honestly, you're not really looking to grapple too much with Derrick Lewis. If you do grapple, your whole goal is to get up. But the good thing about showcasing Derrick Lewis is that it's a good person to use to showcase how the get up speed, especially in bottom side control, if we end up there, that needs to get a bit of a boost too, especially when your opponents are striking, because when your opponent is striking on top and side control, they remove their frame. And if you look at most of the memes of Derrick Lewis escaping from bottom side control or underneath his opponent, it's when they strike. So we're going to go take a look at his moveset. So Derrick Lewis does not have the best jab. He doesn't have the best cross, although it does land pretty well. His lead hook is at a level 4. And his rear hook is at a level 5. So it's going to maximize the most damage that you can get off of a rear hook in cases of vulnerability and everything else of that nature. Body hook is good. The uppercut is a level 5. Rear body hook is solid. You're pretty much aiming to punch with Derrick as much as you can to remove the consciousness from your opponent. But also, he has some tricky kicks behind him as well. So if we take a look at his kicks, he has a calf kick, decent body roundhouse, but he also has access to the lead hook kick. He has access to the hand plant roundhouse, lead leg side kick, oblique kick, body hand plant roundhouse, jumping switch kick, and a lead jumping switch kick. And also a lead flying double knee, which definitely needs a bit of a buff. Oh, well, the lead flying needs a 4-star, so maybe not. But I think it should be a little bit higher, because why not? It's Derrick Lewis. Now, spinning strikes, not going to have much in that department. Clinch strikes, he's going to hit hard with his hooks and his uppercuts, and everything else is at a solid base level. I shouldn't even have to talk about this. Everything in the get-ups is 5-star. Everything else transition-wise is at a 1-star. But for get-ups, BJJ get-ups at level 3 and wrestling get-ups at level 5. As for the ground and pound, highest ground and pound stats I've seen for move levels with ground body knee, ground body hook, ground. Yeah, that's a lot. That's going to be doing a lot of damage. And submissions, you're really not going to get much submission-wise. I mean, armbar's level 2. There's probably a good reason for that. But, yeah, you're not really going to be submitting anybody with Derrick Lewis unless they fuck up royally. So, as always, we're going to go and showcase Derrick Lewis to the best of our ability and have fun using Derrick Lewis. Alrighty, taking on Jairzinho Rozenstruik with Derrick Lewis. We got to press record a little bit earlier, but we'll make it work. And we got to stick to what Derrick Lewis does. Well, there's a multitude of things that he likes to do. He does like to sit on the counter. Oh, wow. Loves to throw overhands. But also occasionally likes to throw funny stuff, like teeps, switch kicks, and all that fun stuff. Things of that nature. Random body kicks. Oblique kicks, too. Oh, my God. Nice counter. Now, going against Jailton Almeida, it makes this fight very interesting because, Jailton Almeida does a fantastic job of using the high mount and the low mount. Derrick Lewis understands how to get the fuck up from bottom. But I don't think he'll do so well in the mount position unless somebody can provide me some footage of Derrick Lewis escaping from the mount. But Derrick, for all the memes that people have with him not doing jiu-jitsu doesn't exist, he understands how it works, frames and everything of that nature. And Jailton is a nasty, nasty grappler in the heavyweight division. Like, he has some nasty pins. But there's something that he has that he kind of telegraphs his shot. Now, his athleticism does carry him, like a lot of athletes. You know, that's why we have athleticism. But he loves to throw a front kick before he gets into his shot. The front kick is meant to be a deterrent. Uh-oh. Pull elbow. Oh, if you don't get the fuck on out of here. Oh, my lord. But the front kick serves as a deterrent to get his opponents to get pressed back against the cage and he can get in on his shot. Now, if he gets in on Derrick Lewis's hips without getting sent to Kingdom Come, that is an accomplishment within itself, because we saw what Jailton Almeida did to Curtis Blades. Not Jailton Almeida. What Derrick Lewis did to Curtis Blades. And we do. I, for one, I really want to see Jailton Almeida get added to the game. Don't want to have Derrick delete another contender out of existence. So, for those who want a new addition, we're definitely pulling for Jailton Almeida. But as for Derrick Lewis, he has the power. He has the power to put Jailton Almeida to sleep. And if he chucks an uppercut right when Jailton Almeida tries to shoot after a front kick, it can be a very, very long night for him. I don't know where Jailton Almeida's recovery stands. Dude has only, I think, absorbed 2 strikes or 3. And 2 or 3 strikes in 5 fights, which is absurd at heavyweight. So we're going to have to see how that all plays out. But very good KO to get with Derrick Lewis. Fun moveset, good power, and some fun counters there. And Jairzinho Rogan's strike is out. So we're going to try to get 1 or 2 more fights in. I have made a mistake. I've made a grand mistake. This fight is going to be laggy as fuck. I have made a horrible mistake. Oh, that shit was jumping from 200 to 300. And I'm not talking about Derrick Lewis's weight. So, hopefully it's not that crazy. Of course, we're taking on the now vacant, well, not vacant, you know, the former champion of the division that just got out. Oh, I guess the connection's not that bad. Oh, my shit. John Jones had to vacate the title. I'm trying to stick to Derrick Lewis, you know, just kind of moving away. But John Jones had to vacate the title. And unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, we're going to get a better bout out of it, which Aspinall and Pavlovich. Oh, man, why would you try to do this to yourself? Now, Jailton Almeida, if he gets a win over Derrick Lewis, he's looking to fight Cyril Gane. But Derrick Lewis is the last guy you just want to throw a naked clinch against. That man will sock the hell out of you. But now John Jones, there's the whole dilemma of, is he actually going to fight any of these contenders? Right? You see John Jones taking the risk that, you know, somebody like Stipe Miocic did. He, you know, he didn't really have to fight Ngannou. Could have fought somebody else. Could have retired. Hell, John Jones could retire right now, and nobody would say much about it, other than like the usual criticisms, right? But I would say that it would be a tragedy if we don't get to see John Jones against some of the newer gen heavyweights. People really want him to fight. What's the homeboy's name? Sergey Pavlovich. I'd also love to see him fight against Tom Aspinall. But I just feel like it's a huge, huge missed opportunity for the division to stay alive. To have some more fun. Oh, my lord. Nope. Bro, those level 5 hooks are monstrous. Now it's just the question of Derrick Lewis, where he stands in his career. Probably not going to sniff a title shot anytime soon unless he sleeps Jailton Almeida. If he sleeps Jailton Almeida, then Lord knows, man. We'll see the reemergence of Derrick Lewis today. Stun him again. John has an underrated chin. That man is taking some shots. Oh, my lord. Go ahead. Go ahead. Overcommit. Look, use all your stamina. I'm just going to keep circling away because it's that easy to do. go into stack guard. Give him the yo. Oh, Houston fucking ground and pound. No, he does a good job defending. Cool. But I actually haven't even looked at the rest of the card. I'm going to have to check it out and see if there's anybody else I'd have to showcase. But Derrick is just, he's a fun fighter to showcase. He really is just a fun guy to showcase because you can just kind of not take the fight seriously. You can just throw whatever the hell you want. And whatever happens, happens. Oh, my Lord. Did you see the ripple effect on this man's forehead as he rage quit? Yeah! This shit look like a goddamn walnut. Oh my god. Alrighty, so we're gonna do a little self-imposed challenge here. We're gonna try to see if this guy can do it. Of course, we're gonna try to survive for 2 rounds. And I'm gonna have to play real passive. Hopefully this guy's aggressive, because I want to stage a comeback with Derrick Lewis. So I'm not gonna do much but throw some bombs here and there just to let him know I'm still alive. So he feels the need to pressure me. So I'm gonna put myself up against the cage here. Try to eventually move our head. And if we get caught, we get caught. But, you know, it's kind of like getting like last second KOs mainly happens in the fights that's like a firefight, or where you did get to rock the guy and then maybe you caught him off one good counter. At heavyweight, the chances of a flash KO are definitely higher than the other weight classes. And obviously, you know, the footwork itself doesn't have a tax on stamina by any means at all. So you could really afford to be on the back foot for as much as you need when you have somebody that's pressuring you. Right now, we're just chilling, doing overhand to keep him honest. And I'm wondering if the damage... Oh, gosh. Oh, no. If the damage on the overhands will be enough. Nope. I'm gonna get up. There you go. National champion. Can't hold us down. If the damage on the single counter overhands would be enough to win on the judges' scorecards. But for now, I'm just going to keep hanging back. Look at the grappling hook just appeared on my side for some reason. Oh, my shit. Imagine that was a front kick. All right, keep moving, keep moving. Keep moving, Derrick. One overhand apiece. Something random. Another something random. Little oblique kick. Jumping switch kick. I'm so glad I didn't duck like I was thinking to do. We'll keep ourselves alive. Of course, something like this would fail so bad against a grappler like Jailton Almeida. I'm still really not surprised, but I remember watching the Curtis Blades fight versus Derrick Lewis, and Curtis Blades was having a field day against Derrick Lewis on the feet. Just a field day. His jab looked great, but the moment that he went to commit to a takedown, Derrick timed it with that 100 punch power. He was able to put Curtis Blades out, and it was just bad. Well, no. We're just gonna get granted a free denial against a free change of position against Jon Jones. If you guys haven't watched it yet, I dropped a video explaining how to buff takedowns on UFC 5. What EA needs to do, and that right there is part of the problem, right? I got Derrick Lewis. I know he's a strong dude, a physical specimen, but there's no reason for Jon Jones, of all people, to get easily rebuffed like that. You know, he shot in, got me pinned up against the cage, and they don't really work for him. But we surely lost that round. But this is all part of the plan. This is part of the plan to put ourselves under that fire to try to get a last-second KO in the 3rd round. If not a last-second KO, at the very least, like a final minute or 2. But we're gonna stick to the script. This is the plan. Of course, I don't really know what's next for Derrick Lewis in the division. Guess we're gonna stare at him. No touch. Because if he wins, it's gonna be hard if Pavlovich beats Aspinall, right? It'll be very, very hard for him to try to get a rematch against him. I don't even think he'd want to do that. He wants to make money, and not much is wrong with that. I always found it weird when people try to shame fighters that are still in their fighting capable prime. You know, when they're taking the fights to make the money. If they know they're not a championship level fighter yet, there's no reason for them to, you know, put themselves at that hard risk for like a title shot. And I remember that Derrick had expressed that when he was fighting DC, like getting prepared for DC, he put a lot of pressure on himself. Yep. Oh my gosh. You know what? Let's just take him out of here. Let's just get him out. Let's just get him out. I'm sorry. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I folded so hard. Waiting that long for this guy to open up and try to get me out of there was just taking way too long. I folded. I folded my own challenge. It is what it is. I had to knock him out. I'm giving you an open window to strike at me and throw whatever combos you need. Side kick, oblique, spinning glitch kick. Do all that fun shit. Take me down, knock me out. Do all that stuff. But at some point, if you gonna be passive, I should give you the damn H-bomb. But fuck it, we'll have that be the last one. I'm sorry for those of y'all that thought I was actually probably gonna go the entire 3 rounds, but something in me just, I saw the opening and I couldn't risk the chance to get revenge from my boy DC. I just couldn't risk it. Sorry, Marshall. But that's gonna be it for the showcase. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. I'm gonna take a look at the card and hopefully speaking, there will be some more fighters on this weekend's card that I can showcase right before the event. Enjoy the showcase. Mara 17, I appreciate all of you. I am out of here. Take care.